So in general, I think we are we're going to end up with much higher rates. And what that's going to do is, I believe that will be the thing that breaks this particular debt cycle. And we can look at that here. This is the bull market on debt as it relates to a market cycle. And I actually think that we are going to go higher. This chart is showing you that it's at its high. I don't think so. I think we got another high to make. But then you're going to have the other side of that cycle. And the other side of that cycle is not going to be pretty. I do think that they've kicked the can down the road. I do think they've made moves to get this to a later time frame, but at some point you got to pay the piper. And it's been really easy for the powers that be to kick the can down the road. If you go back to 2009, when Bitcoin had its inception, you had, Bitcoin came out because of 2009, everything that happened there in 08, 09. That's what brought Bitcoin into existence, quote unquote. You also had the central bank debt jubilee, where all central banks took their interest rates to zero. How convenient for them. You guys do understand that when their interest rates are at zero and the debt clock's clicking, there's no payments for the government. Only payments for you. Only payments for the citizens. Well, the expiration is coming on the debt that was printed during COVID. Good afternoon, it's Crypto Jay here from the Bitcoin Academy, and I just wanted to take a minute to invite you guys over to our private community at www.cryptoj.net. Folks, we've been building our private community for about 7 years. We've had very few people ever leave the community. I think the proof is always in the pudding. And folks, we've made easily as a team over $1 billion. I remember one specific trade, we took $390 million out of a single trade as a team. And guys, we're having a lot of fun. We've got people that are free. They're buying new houses. They're buying new cars. Their kids' education is paid for. Come join us. We're having a blast. All we're missing is you guys. Come join us. So I'm of the opinion they're not going to allow the central banks to have to pay an interest rate of 5.5% on the debt cycle of COVID. So I do think we're going to have lower rates. I don't think that I don't think there will be a narrative that, hey, we can't pay this high interest rate on debt. I think the narrative will be, geez, why are all these banks collapsing? So banking is going to become very important. I am working on some solutions for people that are going to be, say, $5 million and stronger in crypto, where you guys can very easily obtain offshore banking. That venture is almost inked, by the way. I got a few more pieces that need to be put in place, but it's almost inked.